testimony.
Okay, what's your favorite part of the show?
Well, when Bishop Seckler comes on.
Yeah?
Me and my mom listen to him every day. He cracks us up.
Can you give me your best impression? Can you do an impression of Bishop? Like maybe something you heard him say?
Well, I think I can do the part when he goes off at the end.
Okay. It's all right. To what?
Be secular.
You guys were great. Thank you so much. And it won't be too much longer. We'll take you back there and we'll start. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
I'm just doing what you do.
He's happy to anyway.
We're just going to come over here and just say a little something before we get into the food.
There we go.
It's a little hungry, you know. He's close now. Thank you all so much for coming. Well, winning, but and coming because you could have won and didn't show up. But we're so glad that you could be here with us. One of the things that Brother Larry and Marcus and I, he always finds the prettiest women.
Business is good.
We must meet our people who love us so much.
Yes, love y'all.
One of the things we endeavor to do as a morning show is to give back in every market that we're in. And I know there are like hundreds of people that would have wanted to be here and taken off work and gotten in trouble and stuff like that. But we don't care. But everything's going to be fine when you get back to work. We speak those things. We want you to know how much we appreciate you spreading the word of the morning show and just being a part of it. Just loving us the way you all have and embracing the show, because sometimes change is different. And it can take you by surprise, but the good thing about this change is that it did not throw people off. It didn't, make them homeless, and nobody lost their job. You still have, Melissa in the afternoons.
Mickey Spencer, Mickey
in the afternoons. Right. Not Melissa. That's another market. That's Rollo. We just saw Melissa. But again, what we try to do is we try to give you as much hope in the morning that we possibly can.
Amen.
We give you the facts that we give you laughter, and we do a lot of laughing, because at this time in this world, we need some laughter. We need to know, first of all, that God is real and He has not left us, that He has not forsaken us. And sometimes we just need to be reminded. It's not that we don't know it. Sometimes we just need to be reminded by some friends and family that got our backs and stuff.
Yes.
So, Mr. Marcus D. Wiley here, that you hear every cracks us all up. Brother Larry here cracks us up too. But he gives us the facts, and he is, I don't think a lot of you all know how important Brother Larry is to this morning team.
Yes.
He is the backbone, the skeleton that holds this whole thing together. Because without the bones, you don't have an organization. He is the backbone of who Marcus and I have evolved into. And everywhere we go, we want people to understand that he's just not a voice that's really nice and sexy in the morning. But he really is that technical guy who keeps Marcus and I growing. And that's the beautiful thing about Brother Larry. So I talk a lot anyway, so I'm going to let Brother Larry and then, Marcus can give his shout outs and stuff. But I'm just, as a mommy, a sister, I'm just so excited about where God is taking us. This is not the last time you're going to see us in your city.
Yay!
Because we really appreciate, when we say we appreciate it, it's from the heart. We really appreciate it. Okay, I know. I'm sorry.
Marcus, she is being so Yolanda.
See you, girl.
You have no earthly idea how good God has been to me and this family. A couple of quick facts and I'll give it to Marcus. Fact number one, Yolanda and I have attended the same church for the last 10 years. Before the national program, I had my own morning show in Houston. Yolanda was a fixture on that show. We broke the battle. We broke Open My Heart. We broke in the midst of it all. Everywhere Yolanda performed in Houston, I introduced her.
But then let them know that it wasn't a gospel show.
Right.
Oh, by the way, it wasn't a gospel show.
Right.
At all.
Far from it. But I've been a believer all my life. So there were things even with that show that I would not do. It was different, but it wasn't where your kids couldn't listen. Okay? I'll just say it that way. The other thing God did in placing this whole show together, Marcus Wiley, professor at Texas Southern University, has been doing comedy for almost 7 years. There's a showplace in theater called, in Houston called the Arena Theater, where I was the house announcer, which meant I brought on everyone who performed there. Think of a name in music and they performed at this theater. Marcus Wiley opened up for all of these acts, from James Brown to Aretha Franklin, from Kenny Rogers to Bette Midler, you name it, he was there. That was that infusion before the formation of the world and or the Yolanda Adams Morning Show. The fourth element to the show, a young minister who's been preaching since age 13. We met at another radio station in Houston, and he professed that day, I will be working with you.
All right
That's
now.
Anthony Valerie, the minister. That was all before the formation of this show. The four of us were handpicked by God to bring this together.
That was right on time.
And on that note, as the man would say, Larry, no, go ahead. Give it to him.
Well, here it is. Larry. Well, I don't go to church. I don't even know how I got a point.
Oh
But no, definitely it's been a blessing as well, you know, for me to be on this show. I used to pray that I need to get on a platform where I can be like all over, you know. I always felt I was. Is this safe to say?
It is safe to say.
I always felt like I was funny. But, you know, I knew my style of comedy, you know, I wanted to get it on a national level, and it was my prayer. You know, I prayed, man, I need to get on somewhere where my comedy can get out to the masses. And so I got a call one morning from these two people on my left, you know. Still remember the morning, I was in Lufkin, Texas at that time. And they called and told me to come audition, and so went auditioned, and you know, as they always say, you know, it was ordained because in the middle of the audition, maybe the second time I went up there, Yolanda had kind of looked over and said, you know, you got this job, don't you? And so that relaxed me.
Lord have mercy.
You know, because I don't think I was I wasn't the choice, the popular choice as relates to everybody that's within our family, however, but I was the chosen one.
All right now.
And that was good to know. And so it's great waking up every morning, you know, next to a super